guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out. Today we are going to do, yes, the upgrade to the Nerf Rival Knockout XX-100. We got this little kit, I'll post it right there. You know, we wanted to shoot the smaller darts out of here, and it took us about a month and a half to get this kit off of eBay, and it was, I think, about 50 bucks. So, I mean, it's well over the price of the actual Rival Knockout gun itself. So we're going to check it out and see how it goes because, yeah, we want to shoot smart darts out of this. And it does come with a spring upgrade as well as just a ton of parts here. The bad part is it didn't come with instructions, but I think it's pretty straightforward. I think there's some things I'm going to have to glue, but we're going to see as I kind of put this thing together. So let's switch camera views here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Here we go, Fox fans. All right, guys, so we got the overhead view here, and I wanted to kind of walk through some of the steps here because I couldn't find how to install this kit online. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward, but I ran into a few things where I thought that if, you know, I would have watched a video and saw it beforehand, it would have gave me a lot of heads up. So I'm going to kind of go over the kit, tell you some of the things that I noticed, and maybe you're going to run into also. So first things first, when you guys open up, of course, the XX-100, it's going to look very similar to this. I have some parts already popped out because I tried saving some time here. You're going to notice right away, the first thing you'll probably want to do is the spring. And the spring itself, you know, on mine, I mean, out of the box, it shoots really, really hard. I mean, it shoots like, what was like 95, 100 FPS. But you're going to notice on both my blue and black one, you see this like, this bottom retainer here for the plunger. Mine was glued, and you almost have to bust these tabs. You could see I had to get like a tool like this and kind of go down on each side and almost broke each of these tabs. I said, you know what? It's almost not even worth it. On my blue one, I kept the stock spring in there, but maybe this one I might break both these, but you could see it's glued all the way along the bottom. So getting that spring out of there is going to be something else. So let me know if anybody else or, you know, any of you guys have a better way to get that off because mine were glued on both of them. Blue one I didn't. Red one I actually might kind of break. I don't know yet. So I just wanted to tell you guys that before you kind of look at it like me and say, what is going on? The next thing you're going to notice, I guess since we're here, is the old piece, or the old kind of air extruder there, is going to have that piece like this in it, right? It's going to be something like that sticking out. And this is just so the ball doesn't, you know, it doesn't roll back into the little housing here. You could tell I kind of reamed mine out. On my blue one, it actually wasn't that hard to take that inner piece out there. Remember, guys, it is more than just this right here. It's going to be this, as well as a bunch of the little pieces around the edge. And what happened on this one is that little kind of sleeve on the inside there got stuck, so I had to kind of ream it out with this, and it kind of torqued it, but overall, I mean, it looks good. It is just the seal that I care about. That outer seal, it looks perfectly fine, so I figured, hey, you know what? I better tell someone about that before you guys run into the same issue I have. You're going to notice, too, on your first sleeve, mine, I mean, look at this. Mine are not very, I mean, geez, it's not very smooth. And I'm going to probably sand this and try to get it down a little more and polish it. But that's hard. I mean, that's very hard itself. So, you know, like this, it's almost stuck. It's like, ugh. So on this back one, what I did is, you see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. I went ahead and put the screw right through that little hole down through the back. And on my blue one, it's not going to stay all by itself, right? Some people were saying, oh, you should put the screw through this. I'm like, no way, that's not going to work. So what you should do is you should actually get a little bit of Gorilla Glue and put it on this outer portion here, so that when it seats inside there, it's not going to be able to pull back out if maybe you have a little bit extra tension on the actual piece here. So put a little bit of Gorilla Glue on that outer ring before you insert it, let it sit, and I mean, it's not coming out, right? Just make sure you do it right the first time. On the front, it is kind of the same thing. You're going to notice that when you put it into this piece here, I mean, you guys know what that piece that is, right? When you put it in here, you can drill a hole, but the problem is the screws they give you are too long, so that this barrel would actually hit the screw that goes in there. So it's gonna hit it, and it's not gonna be able to seal, you know, all the way or half the way or you know, however far it goes back. So that's kind of weird why they want to do that. So put some Gorilla Glue on there so this thing doesn't slip out of the barrel. Put some on there, and then put some on the outer piece so that when you put that into the front piece, it's really going to stay. It's not going to come out. So again, you got kind of a one-time deal here. Now you're also going to notice as this piece slides back and forth, you're going to know by stock it's only going to go to right about there, or right about there, right? Something like right there. So that's pretty hard to fit in a dart, so you really need to go to like right about there, a little more. So you're going to notice that what stops this is on your kind of your barrel here. There's a piece right here. I've already Dremeled mine off, but you're going to see right inside there, it stops right about there. And you just need to kind of Dremel it out, dig it out. The smoother you can make it, the better. I did it on both sides. You guys can kind of see it's just one long piece now. Again, it used to stop right there. So this piece here, some people were saying that I should just whack that whole piece off, but I was like, no, I don't mind. I want it to stop, you know. So now it's going to open up like that, like all the way, which is kind of nice. I don't mind that there is a gap there, because even when it's like this, there's no way you can extend the barrel unless you know, ream this thing out a little more, right? And I figured, you know what, I don't want to make it any worse. I don't mind it opening like that. So those are the big ones. I mean, other than that, those are some of the issues that I ran into. My blue one's fine. This red one that I'm trying to do, I had a little more issues, right? Again, one of the biggest things I've been running into is issues with this barrel fitment. I mean, it is just not smooth. And so I'm going to have to like go through and like right there, it is hard. Like it's like, like yeah, I'm going to have to do something because it is not, oh, you guys can hear that. I mean, I could polish it up. I could lube it up. I could do something, but I just got to make it so it's a little smoother. But yeah, I mean, there you go, guys. Those are some of the tips that I have when inserting this. Hopefully, if any of you guys got this kit and are kind of wondering what the heck, what goes where, fine. Some of the other stuff, like the quick releases and this, I mean, these are self-explanatory. It was, you know, the plunger tube, kind of figuring out what to do with the spring, and that stuff, I was like, I don't have any instructions. What do I do? So hopefully this helps some of you guys. Definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. Thanks again, Fox fans.